Well, in today's broadcast, I have something rather unsettling, creepy, bizarre, and weird that I want to share with you guys today, and that is this. A U.S. military recruitment video has just surfaced, and they claim that they are the ones pulling the strings and working behind the shadows. No joke. Your jaw is literally going to hit the floor when you see this thing. Now, before I get into it, just a reminder, check out my partner at preparewithlisa.com. If you don't have food storage, I want to remind you now is absolutely the time to get food storage. We are in the middle of a food crisis here in the United States, and with Biden in charge, this thing is not getting better. Well, for a limited time right now, you can get off of their 3-month emergency food supply kit. You can get $150 off of that thing. So go to preparewithlisa.com and make sure your family is not a victim of tragedy, but you guys are prepared for anything. And I purposely partnered with them because I absolutely believe in their product. But with that, there is some crazy, bizarre things happening right now. Well, what I have to show you is a U.S. military recruitment video that surfaced out of Fort Bragg. And it was published by their 4th Psychological Operations Airborne Group. And this video, the intent of the video is to recruit people. However, someone has to question the bizarreness and the unsettling nature of what's going on here. And we really have to start asking, what exactly do they mean? But check out where I originally found it. And I found this on MiamiHerald.com. Got to give credit where credit's due. Unsettling Fort Bragg recruitment video ignites debate over its mysterious intent. And this was published May 17, 2022. But they go on to quote the video, and I'm going to go directly to the site, and it's called Ghosts in the Machine, and it was published here by the 4th PSYOP Group and recently published just a couple of days ago, or little over a week ago, May 2nd, and it's already got 500,000 views. Now, before I show you the video, I did a little bit more research into this group, but you can see this is one of the first videos they published. But I went over, because in the video there, they referenced, the sites that you can check out if you're interested, checking it out. And you can go to goarmysf.com. So I went there, and here it is. U.S. Army Special Operations Recruitment here, and they've got all the information, what's going on, what they're enlisting for. Their different departments: civil, psychological, special forces, and EOD. And if you scroll down to the bottom, you can click on the little YouTube channel here, and it gives all the videos for Go Army SOF. These are absolutely legit, by the way, but the video that was on the 4th PSYOP Group, and you can see the video here, Ghost in the Machine, is also directly on, the Go Army SOF website as well. So interesting, but I did a little bit of more research here. Here's Wikipedia, 4th Psychological Operations Group. They are airborne, and it is one of the United States Army's active military information support operation units, along with the 8th Psychological Operations Group, which was activated the 26th of August, 2011 at Fort Bragg. So they have been around for quite a number of years. That just gives you a little bit of history on who they are. But let's dive in to this video because, quite frankly, it's going to chill you to the bone. And I'm just going to show you pieces of it. I encourage you to watch the whole thing in its entirety, and I'll leave it in the description box below so you can check it out. But let's start with it from the very beginning. Again, this is very creepy. And not to mention, we're talking about psychological warfare here. This is something our U.S. government, the CIA, fusion centers, the NSA, you name it, they've been tracking all our information, and they're using it psychologically. It's called propaganda. They've been using it with propaganda. But here it is. Let's take a watch. Psychological.
As the world watches.
So there's just the beginning, and I'm going to hit the pause button. I can't obviously play this in its entirety for reasons of copyright. But it's creepy from the very beginning. You have the man walking across, you hear the whistle. But if you scroll down a little further, he starts referencing China, what's going on with China. And then it goes on a little bit from about the 33-second mark. And I'll play from there. So you'll find them in the shadows at the tip of the spear. Who will you find in the shadows at the tip of the spear? Well, apparently those who are pulling the strings. It's creepy, right? Just the music, it makes my heart kind of like, you're seeing ghosts, a weird kind of, cartoonish creatures. Then you see pictures of war, kind of scrolls through what's going on in China, warfare, all of that. I'm going to scroll down to about 136 here, and then there's this recording. Take a listen.
Prayer is another very important phase of warfare. It has as its target not the body, but the mind of the enemy.
The target of psychological warfare is against the enemy's mind.
It is words and ideas.
Ammunition used by Cyborg.
Its mission is to influence the thoughts of the enemy soldier, and at the same time
is expected and encouraged to study foreign languages and the social sciences such as history.
So they can deceive, they can change, they can, if I scroll back a little bit, this is, I think, the creepy part here. Everything they touch, everything is a weapon. And you hear that creepy whistling noise. I mean, weird, right? There's a lot of questions that we have to ask. What is the psychological game behind this video? What are they really after? And in here, let's scroll down a little bit further to about the 3:11 mark. And I'm just going to kind of play it to the end. And here's the conclusion. There you have it. Who are they? Ghosts in the machine. Why in the machine? Why a ghost in the machine? Well, because they're talking about psychological warfare. You see, our CIA has been studying Project Artichoke, Project Monarch, MK Ultra, all these things. They've been studying them for years. You don't just have those departments, disband them or whatever they're saying, rename them, shall I say, and then use none of that information. There is an actual group, apparently, at least at Fort Bragg and other places. I've got other sources I'm going to show you here in just a moment. But apparently, psychological warfare is going on right here. Overseas, they talk about knowing foreign languages, and apparently right here. And that's not something we don't know already, but how much of what you see in the controlled media is part of this psych warfare? How much manipulation is there really? And may I say, a majority of it is. That's why there's so much censorship going on with everything right now. Anyhow, I wanted to get this video out there. I'd love to get your comments and concerns. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.